Hello, gorgeous souls. I hope this finds you well and happy on this Tuesday morning. I hope very much that your week has got off to a good start. Well, we're almost at the end of July. Can you believe it? In a few weeks' time, kids will be back at school. And we'll be beginning to think about Christmas. It doesn't seem right, does it? Although, those of you down under, you may have had a Christmas in July, I guess, because many of you do, so that you can enjoy a festive season in the winter months, as we do here in the Northern Hemisphere. So if you have, I hope you've had a wonderful time. So for the last few days of July, let's see what your angel message is through the Enchanted Forest Oracle. So thank you, angels, for bringing forward a message for everyone for today. Ooh, oh my goodness, I love this. Herbal witch, seek guidance from those who came before you. Oh my goodness, look how awesome she is. Oh, they're talking about appreciating the ancient wisdom of those who've gone before. How lovely. Thank you. And that might be an older person. That might be a family member. That might be a grandparent, for instance, that's giving you really good advice. That might be seeking beautiful energy and wisdom from somebody who has a lot of knowledge and experience in an alternative therapy. If it's herbs you're looking for, the wonderful, if you're looking on Facebook, the Sarah Hillier lives in Dorset in southern England. She's a fantastic herbalist and she teaches about herbalism as well. But this may be following a path that's drawing you in here to work with somebody who already has that knowledge. But it could be that you're tuning into the ancient wisdom of those who have gone before, like the Druids. And they have you can't just put on a white robe and pretend to be a Druid in the woods. There's a lot of studying that they have to do, and they have an initiation, and it was my privilege to be part of an initiation for my dear friend Nev when he took his Druid initiation, which was, is it just so beautiful. Tapping into this ancient wisdom can help us find our own inner peace, helping us to lift our energy and open up our insight and wisdom to the world around us in a way that works for us, that we feel in tune with that. But also the fact that when you're tuning into that ancient energy, often what you're doing is tapping back into past lives that you've had. At the weekend, when we were doing Angelic Reiki Master Practitioner, we were talking about the potential, the fact that we felt that we could have been witches in past lives, and how privileged we feel that we can live at this time and not be condemned. We're not going to be burned at the stake. But how many of us have had past lives where we were a witch or a wizard, and that we were condemned, that we were mocked? Maybe we had to hide who we were. If any of you have read The King's Witch by Tracy Borman, it's a beautiful trilogy about this young woman in the court of James I who is a herbalist, but she has to hide her true self, because otherwise she will be condemned. It's a really, really beautiful trilogy if you wanted to read it. And all based on real people and accounts of what was going on at that time. So it's a really, really beautiful read. But tapping into that ancient knowledge, those ancient rituals, and of course we've got Lunasar coming up on Friday, for 1st of August. So tapping into those ancient ceremonies, those ancient rituals can really lift our energy, lift our spirit. Something else we were talking about at the weekend. We don't do rituals and ceremonies enough, and we should actually do it on a daily basis because it's such a beautiful thing. Really, particularly if we start our day with a beautiful ritual, how it can really enhance our day. Can you hear the rain? Actually, it's lovely to sit under the parasol and listen to the rain. We need the rain. We've had a lot of grey days, but not much rain. So hopefully we'll get a decent amount. I think it's just going to be a little shower. Anyway, my darling ones, thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay, they're prompting me to tell you and remind you that I'm a past life regression therapist. So if you wanted to find out if you were a witch in a past life, if you wanted to find out and you wanted to share that experience with me, just let me know. But tap into that beautiful, ancient, wise energy and enjoy the benefits. So, on Sunday while I was teaching, hubby and the kids went off to Arundel Castle for the international jousting competition. And hubby brought me back a couple of gifts, the scarf and a beautiful piece of labradorite. Aren't I lucky? Labradorite, I've got a few pieces, so this is going to add to my collection. Labradorite is beautiful. I wouldn't be surprised if you had some. If you don't, I wonder why you don't yet. So labradorite is a really beautiful, transformational crystal. When you work with it, when you meditate with it, if you've got pieces of jewelry that you wear, what it does is help you to truly understand your inner self. Helps you to understand your soul's journey, and so why you're experiencing certain things that you are, difficulties as well as joys. But one of the beautiful things with labradorite is that it really helps us to make a deeper connection with our inner self, and so that our human self feels more in an alignment with our inner self or higher self, whatever you want to call it. And because of that, it helps us to feel more in tune with our life, with our journey, whatever that is presenting and how that feels. It helps us to really appreciate the things that we are doing, the things we should be doing. What should we be embracing into our lives? What practices should we be doing, like a daily spiritual ritual? It also helps us to feel grounded while we're anchoring in that spiritual aspect of ourselves. And as we experience spiritual experiences, our labradorite helps us to anchor it and ground it into the physical. So again, we feel more in an alignment with who we are and the journey that we're on. So meditate with your labradorite to discover more about yourself. But if you haven't got some labradorite, perhaps now is the time to treat yourself or tune into this lovely. It's beautiful, isn't it? Nature's so clever, isn't it? Gifts of Mother Earth. Anyway, my darling ones, I hope you've got a wonderful day ahead of you. I hope you're being kind to yourself, and remember to nurture yourself. Cherish each other, and I wish you love, light and angel blessings, and have a wonderful day.